Hello. Sorry. I broke my hot water bottle. I didn't know that was possible. Uh, so I almost completely burned my entire lower body. Um, I didn't know you could break those. I guess they were really serious about not putting boiling water in there. But the thing is, that is the only temperature that actually gives me relief. What the fuck am sorry? What am I supposed to what? So this rubber hot water bottle that is supposedly made to contain, well, maybe not. I mean, it's a hot water bottle, so it's not exactly a boiling water, but still, what does it say about my pain? I'm in shock. I'm okay. I'm okay. I noticed it just in time. But yeah, just boiling water everywhere. So out of no, it just ripped. Just ripped. Never. Oh, so I mean, and then I had to find. I have this tiny one, but this one is for kids. So if I'm not supposed to put boiling water in an adult hot water bottle, this one is not gonna do it. So it's more for emotional support. For like, okay, so that would have been bad. That would have been bad. If it had happened when Toos was in my lap, so I guess I learned today, and I want you to know that a hot water bottle, please don't put boiling water in there because apparently it's gonna rip. And now I don't have anything because it's also Easter. I can't go get one. And like I'm thinking, can I but it's Easter. I'm not gonna bother people. So, sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm a bit, I'm completely overwhelmed already, and I wasn't feeling great to begin with. So, also, I guess I really need to do something about the flip thing. Why? Why? Am I the only one who uses the Twitch app to stream? Is this the problem? Am I literally the only one who uses this app? And that's why I get these bugs that make no sense, like being in the upside down instead of the sideways. Uh, Hi, Loop. Thank you for telling me. I forgot because I was kind of, dealing with boiling water. But yeah, this is the newest thing. It's been going for a few days actually. Hello, Nutstreamer. Welcome in. Hi, pizza. I don't know what that means, so I won't repeat it because I'm not sure what you're saying. But okay, don't be offensive. If you know it's offensive, don't be offensive. I'm fine. I'm just really in shock and upset that I can't use anything on my belly now to soothe my pain, and I can't go out to buy something. And I'm really scared for the night. uh, I had a really bad night last night because I'm in pain. Oh my god! If it had happened while I was in bed, imagine the burns. Oh, I need a microwave. I guess this is my sign to just get a microwave. God dang it! Because I do have one of those things that you put in a microwave and they stay hot for longer, and I guess they're a lot safer as well. But geez, yeah, I mean it's life. Loop, it's just life. Today has been a whiplash. Are you looking at yourself in the mirror? I know I should have put it away. Hi, Blue. I mean, I survived. I survived the morning, and I'm just glad I did. I guess. You were not expecting explosiveness today? Me neither, pizza, so you're fine. Maybe 95 degrees would work for the pain. Yeah, but like, I don't have a fancy water boiler. I have a water boiler. It boils water. I don't know when it's 95 degrees. And when I'm in bed, I'm not going to wait. You don't understand. This pain is quite intense. Like, that's what I'm saying. Even the when I prepare a hot water bottle. I put boiling water. Well, not boiling. I mean, I wait until it stops bubbling and then I pour it in the bottle. And that is really the only thing that gives me relief. It doesn't actually stop the pain. It's just a relief, right? Just I don't know, being held instead of crying alone. That's what it feels like to have a hot water bottle when I'm in an endometriosis episode. So having this, I don't even know. Why do I put stupid? There's no heat in this. This is just, it's not even lukewarm for my uterus. This doesn't do shit. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna curse today because oh, I didn't realize how much I depended on that stupid bottle. Because I just make it usually. I make it and I sit and then I can deal. Oh, I'm not putting nothing in a plastic. I don't have a plastic bottle. So I couldn't. I don't have a plastic bottle. I have this one, but that's not. I'll send a message later. I can maybe I have a solution, but I couldn't do that now anyway because I have to. Well, I'll be here for one. I want to read. But two, I just need to wait until. Usually at the end of the day, the painkillers are really going strong, and I'll feel a little bit better as well. But yeah, I need to not think about maybe not finding a solution because if I don't, I'm really upset. That's gonna be really. I'm not gonna be able to sleep because there's like a maximum amount of painkillers that I am allowed to take during the. Well, not it's not allowed. That is safe to take every 24 hours. And getting up early is really great until an endometriosis episode, and at 10 p.m. the pain starts to really get going again, and if I'm not asleep, and I don't have my hot water bottle, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna try to not think about it. It's gonna not be easy because, like I said, I'm in the middle of a freaking episode. This is why I needed a water bottle to begin with. Let me first look up. I wanted another choice. Where's the? Never mind. You're getting two choices today. Help me. Help me. I can't make a decision. What am I going to read this week? Am I going to read the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy? I have to. Is this the second book though? You can come up. I see you. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Wait, Lulu, are you okay? Hi. Yes, it's that time. To be honest, it's been a constant in the last few weeks, but this is a proper episode, and I wasn't expecting to not have a hot water bottle. Let me check real quick if this is. Oh no. Okay, we have two choices. I have decided for the coming time to help myself with decision fatigue because to be completely honest, I start the day with -4 spoons, which is not great. It's not great. And coming Sunday, I'm gonna prepare a proper list of all the things that I do to keep myself sane and alive at the moment. Aside from the uterus situation, right? Because I don't know, maybe there's a habit in there that you could use and that would be good for you as well. Hold on, what's happening? Hold on, hold on. Okay. Hmm. I highly depend on routine and ritual and not having unexpected things happen. So I thought, why not ask you to choose the book that I'll be reading during stream? Because to help me not worry about what am I going to do during stream, I'm going to read, I'm going to work on a video, I'm going to, I'm just going to read for, I don't know, the coming few months, right? So I choose a book at the beginning of the week, and I make sure that I read that during stream and have it finished by the next Sunday, so I can maybe say a thing or two about it. Here it is. Jeez. Um, because I'm also terribly behind on my goal for the year, and I feel like if I give myself this little block of non-decision, it will also help me reach my reading goal. Maybe. Oh my God, 55! I don't think I've ever 50. How? What? Still on train? Ooh, okay. Well, be careful, please. Please be careful out there. Distant, untouching hug for me. Thank you, Lulu. Because I mean, yeah, no. When I'm in this much pain, I'm also not really interested in actual. I just want my skin to not quite flake off because of the heat that I'm putting on it. Do you know what I mean? Because apparently my hot water bottle rubber isn't able to withstand the heat that I need for my uterus. Jesus, I'm a bit upset about this. I'm sorry. I did blue, but for one, I think it's a waste of energy, and two, I think I will abuse it, and three, I am afraid of dying when I inevitably abuse it while in bed. I'm terribly afraid that I'm gonna have an accident with one of those. I did look into it extensively, and while it could be during the day, but I would be tempted to use it at night, and I don't think that is safe. I don't trust it. So what I need to do is I need to get a microwave because it would help me make a cake in a mug again, which is why I should not have a microwave. To be completely honest, it's one of the reasons why I don't have one, because I know a lot of really easy cheat recipes that you need a microwave for, like a brownie in a mug. So unhealthy. So easy. You don't even need egg if you have a proper recipe that is really, really a cheat. But I have one of those sacks with I think it's the stones that are in cherries, which is ironic. I feel like a little bit, um, and they retain heat really well. So I have a little well, a little I have a bag of that you put in a microwave for like 2 minutes, and it stays hot for a very long time. And I could even wrap it around my back if my when my back hurts. But I just don't. I haven't gotten a microwave when I moved here, which is almost 4 years ago. I Kevlar. I know this is why I depend on my routines and stuff. I'm gonna prepare next Sunday's stream to explain and hopefully give you some tips on what to do when you're really not functioning, and how to keep going at the bare minimum. I just need to get a microwave, and I don't have a WhatsApp on here or anything. Otherwise, I would send a message right now, because I think I might be able to get a microwave either today or tomorrow. We're gonna start a little bit later because I also need to prep a book anyway. So Okay, we'll talk more, but please help me. I don't want to choose. I have here Heart of the Sun Warrior, which is the sequel. Oh my god, see, this is not gonna be a great stream. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I'm so distracted by the pain. Um, I love this book. On the back it says, after her perilous quest to free her mother, Xingyin thrives in the tranquility of her home, but her fragile peace is threatened by the discovery of a strange magic on the moon and the unsettling changes in the celestial kingdom as the emperor tightens his grip on power. While Xingyin is determined to keep clear of the rising danger, the discovery of a shocking truth spurs her into action, into a treacherous confrontation. Don't know where I got the action from. Forced to flee her home once more, Xingying and her companions venture to unexplored lands of the immortal realm, encountering legendary creatures and shrewd monarchs, beloved friends and bitter adversaries. With alliances shifting quicker than the tides, Xingyan has to overcome past grudges and enmities to forge a new path forward, seeking aid where she never imagined she would. As an unspeakable terror sweeps across the realm, Xingyan must uncover the truth of her heart to rise against this evil before it destroys everything she holds dear and all the worlds she has grown to love, even if doing so demands the greatest price of all. So this, oh, the sequel to A Daughter of the, I got the wrong book, but that's probably a sign. The sequel to Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I thought it was the sequel to Iron Widow, but it's not this one. Or I continue the Shadow and Bone series. I read this last week on stream. I don't know how to explain this, so I'm just gonna read what's on the back of the first book. But I would be reading the sequel to this one as well. So this is the first book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Alina Starkov is a soldier when her regiment is attacked whilst crossing the Shadowfold, a swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters. Alina unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed. Now Alina will enter a lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of their notorious leader, the Darkling. He believes Alina can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold and reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her untamed gift. But as Alina unlocks the secrets of her past, she will make a dangerous discovery that could threaten all she loves and the very future of a nation. So, what do? Do I continue? Well, they're both trilogies. Do I continue this? Which is not exactly a hate read, but I don't trust this. I don't trust this. I don't trust this, and especially reading this in 2026, I feel like I could actually make a video about this trilogy at some point in the year. I would rather not that it's my comeback. I don't think I want to make a controversial video and accidentally go viral because of it, because I fear that it's going to be a bit unpopular with the people who loved this as a teenager, because this came out 12 years ago, 14 years ago. Oh papa, fijne Pasen. Hebben jullie lekker ontbeten? Hi Caradio. Lunch ready in 10 minutes. I forgot to eat. I will have a steamed one secretly. What do you mean, Kevlar? Wait, Kevlar, they expire? Are you just joking? Are you just kidding? Are you just messing with me? Or are you serious? Because I didn't know. I do now. I'm so lucky. It's so busy, and I'm having a really high anxious day as well. So I'm so sorry if that is affecting you. I'm trying really hard to just get through the day. Hi Garfield. Good news. It looks like NASA have fixed the Orion spacecraft toilets. What do you mean? Was it broken? Wait, you have to give me an update. Maybe that's why I'm upset, because I don't like it. I don't like that we're sending people into space while we're starving people at the same time, and there's like homelessness and stuff. I don't know. So what? There's people in poverty, and we're sending people into space. Now, if we just put all the people we don't want to have here on those vehicles, that would be great. But that's not what's happening, is it? Is it? Is very, yes, this one, the heart of the sun warrior, is very yellow. This is an Asian author, and also story. The reason I loved the daughter of the goon moon goddess is because it's just, I don't want to offend anyone. I really truly don't. It's not necessarily a romance. Yes, there's a romance aspect, but there's a lot of culture, a lot of um, uh, um, history and folklore. I don't know. I don't think that's how you would say it. Of a part of the world that I feel like the westernized consumer is not exposed to enough. I feel like, so this feels so authentic because it is authentic. It doesn't adhere to your average romance. What is the new term they came up with that is between young adult and adult? I don't feel like this is adult, but it's also not young adult. Wasn't there a new term for this? Kevlar. What do you mean? Is that what that means? Because there is something on there, and I never understood. Like, what is that? I don't know. I threw it. I threw it away, the other one, because I was very upset. Very upset that I almost. I'm not kidding. My entire belly and legs. I would not be okay. I would have had to go to the emergency room probably. I was What's good? My water bottle exploded. I baked 4 baguettes. It didn't last very long. I split half of when lengthwise I made a tasty slimy sandwich. Making your own Subway is one of the best cheats in life. The wastewater lines froze. Frozen peas. So they orientated the Orion spacer to the sun. This melted the ice, and the beacon flow out again. Oh my god! Wait, there's. Do you mean that they're just throwing the pea into open space? Is that what I'm gathering here? I'm thinking of a term, but I won't take it to that place. What place? What do you mean? Oh no. Just just barely not. It was I was so lucky. Like it was everywhere except on me, uh, because I noticed just in time that something was wrong. Just in time. So I jumped backwards and I threw the bottle away, and then there's water everywhere. And now I have this thing, and it's. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm having it, but probably just because of habit, which is also ironic. Why is everything ironic this year? Because I hate it. Please make it stop. I'm going to read the yellow one. I realize that it's probably not a good idea to start a book that is semi-hate read. Why is this a semi-hate read? Reading this in 2026 just gives you a very specific lens because of the PDF files, and it's not a good one. I'm very suspicious. I don't trust it. I don't think this series is gonna end well. And if it doesn't, I will be making a video about it, but not as a comeback. I plan on finishing the Hermit Road Trip video first. Because I'm working on it, and I am enjoying the book. It's just I got a detour, and then all the near-death experiences that you can imagine. One of those things bothered me too. I did get a bit scalded. Oh no, I'm so sorry it was them. But there should be a warning on there that hey, so depending on how much you use this, it's gonna explode on you at some point. Oh, water bottle burst. That is not a spaceship. Oh, wow. That's a disappointment. There was no toilet on the Apollo mission. They peed and pooped into bags. No, I agree. No, it's not better. Garfield, no, it's not better. Because it's all, listen. The disrespect to just dump your biological waste into open space. But when you're just starting to explore open space, just extrapolate your behavior. It's not going to end well. I mean, I'm not surprised because this is what we do to Earth. We have no respect at all for any life on Earth except if it's human. And even then, it's very specific and only if it looks exactly like the face that is staring back at you in your own mirror for a lot of people. So the fact that they're now just dumping their poop and their pee in open space already, even though clearly it's possible to have a different solution. No, it's not better to dump it. If you want to go to the moon, you deal with your poop in your own fucking stupid suit. No. Oh my god, I don't want to live in this era. I don't like it here. Hi Maple, I don't know how to explain myself. I'm gonna do something sort of, interesting though. I'm gonna read a book. Are you gonna join me? Exactly, Blue! So I understand if you're excited about the concept of going into space. Please leave the moon alone. Please. I really feel like we should start a petition that makes the moon like a World Heritage place, because it is everyone's. It is literally everyone's. Do not defile the moon. Okay? If you ever wish on a shooting star and maybe poop back for entering Earth. Exactly! No, listen. The disrespect. I'm very serious. The disrespect to just dump your crap into open space, because why? What is the thought process behind it? Do you know what I mean? It makes me think of this story of this high executive woman, and they were going to remodel, and she was working for, I'm making the details up, but let's say like a lawyer's office, right? She was like a partner or something, because she was in the meetings where all the men and this one woman who, because of that, represented all the women in the office, they were going to remodel the toilets. Now, this is an interesting topic. You can find a lot of misogyny and sexism in the way toilets are made and how they are used still to this day, but originally to make sure that women didn't stray too far away from home. But that's a whole other topic. Okay, this makes me think the people who made the system that just launches your crap out of the spaceship into open space. Makes me think of this woman, because they were going to refurbish the toilets, and they had decided, because of aesthetic reasons, they were not going to put any waste bins into in the toilet stalls. There would be waste bins for, the towels after you wash your hands, but no waste bins in the toilets, not for the women either. Now imagine if that high woman executive hadn't been there and hadn't been able to say to the men, like, okay, so what do I do with my tampon? I just take it into the office? And then we're like, we really don't want the waste bins, but yeah, when you put it like that, maybe we can think of something. Not like, oh, maybe, yeah, that's really stupid that we didn't think of that. Sorry. No, actually, that's really unfortunate because it ruins your biological body, ruins the aesthetics of this. Even though, every woman that needs that toilet is not going to think of the aesthetics, but the fact that she can, get rid of her hygienic products in a biological waste bin. That is what I think of when I think of the fact that they just launch human waste into open space. There's empathy missing here, Toilets. I don't know, Maple. Toilets in space. See you, Lube. God, no. Like, there's no thinking here, no empathy, and absolutely no respect. The only thing these people think of is money, and that should warn you. That should be the biggest red flag. If if money and progress are really the only things that matter here, which is true, because otherwise you would put that money here on Earth where there are people dying for really silly reasons. Because they don't have this imaginary piece of paper or an imaginary number in a digital ledger somewhere is really insane. That's people can pay their rent. People don't know how to pay for their gas. People don't know how to get money, and we're raging war. But let's go into space. But cut costs for toilets, because if we have to take back the human waste, you have to get rid of human waste, and that costs us money. You know what's free? Just launching it into space. Wait, Garfield, are you talking about how they wanted to calculate how much female hygiene products a woman would need to go into space? This is outrageous. This is so outrageous. Which episode, Blue? I don't watch South Park. I don't think it's funny, and I know it's not supposed to be funny. I'm not a target audience. In my eyes, South Park is primarily, not only but primarily, to make the people who have a really big revulsion for matters in the world, so they still get like the message that the world is falling apart. You know what I mean? Since I got specific phobias, I'll mute. It's lunchtime. Oh no, Lulu, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're not even hearing this. Wisdom, what? You what? What is that? I mean, I would not be angry at that, Wisdom, because maybe starts a new company to launch poop and dump us straight into the sun, requests trillions in funding from Mr. Rothschild and his chums. So actually, isn't the sun gonna burn out? Maybe Wisdom, maybe you accidentally fixed the problem of the sun burning out in about a few trillion years. No, I'm not going to read that, honey. I don't think it's a good idea. I think today is going to be very interesting. I'm not going outside. Maybe it's a good thing. It's Easter, so I can't go outside, and I can't, get into trouble. Be careful. Oh my God, you're not supposed to do that. Winston, go. I just read an article about how very obvious misogyny and toilets are related. It's actually insane. Yeah, Maple. I think the Pink Pill podcast has an entire episode dedicated to it, but they talked about it, and they went into some details about the real estate that male and female toilets take up, and how For example, on airports, that it's insane that that women are the one that are going to take the kids into the toilets because men, sorry, so the women are going to be the one that need to take the kids into the stalls, but still there's the exact amount same amount of toilets for men and women, which is why women are always holding their pee, which can cause a lot of trouble. But by the way, if you have to hold your pee, it's not good, it's not healthy, and there's just no accommodation for it. And that's just on airports, right? But there is a huge amount of proof really of how when cities started to grow bigger, there is a certain kind of purpose behind there not being any public toilets for women. Now, I don't know where you are, and I don't know what it's like for you, but here in the Netherlands, oh, I don't know what just happened. I hope I'm still okay. Chat is freaking out. Again, there are these male toilet thingies, right? You just walk up to them, and you put your thingy in there and you pee. But there's no such thing for women. And if you really go down the rabbit hole, you'll find out, yeah, that is on purpose, because men are allowed to just roam free, but women were supposed to stay close to home. And if there's no toilets, and I know this, and every woman will know this from experience, if you don't know a toilet, you don't want to go into a restaurant to have to pay for a toilet. You have to go home. So you plan you're going out around how much bladder stamina do I have. Now, I'm very good at finding toilets. And I won't gatekeep it, but a lot of the time, a library will have a free toilet. And if you're there anyway and you want to do some kind of payment, just stick around and read a few pages of a book. Maybe you'll be tempted to get a subscription. He's being a good boy. He's using his make-believe tree. I mean, it's made of wood and it's filled with books, so technically it is a tree. Winnie, it's a tree. Misogynisttoilets.com, another new company which produces AI-powered talking toilets that insult women when they sit on them, but congratulate male users on the impressive size of their I don't know if this is real, but I believe your wisdom. Article I read was mainly about London and how there were hardly any toilets, not that there are many now, that women could use, and women would have to carefully plan being outdoors. Apparently at one point, Selfridges realized if they had toilets, they'd get more money from women because they'd shop for longer. If society existed as a physical thing I'd punch it, we all would. Yeah, Maple. This is basically what I read, but I heard, and this was in America as well. And even more outrageous is that if there are toilets in cities, it's usually stupidly expensive. And you have no choice. What are you going to do? Now, if you're a guy, oh man, the amount of times that I have seen dick in the wild because they just whip it out and start peeing and they just don't care. I'm not even kidding. During the day, I don't go out, mind you. I don't go out. I don't go drinking. Just regular chores, going to the grocery store, and I still encounter dick in the wild. Don't know how. Well, because, men aren't... just animals. But women can do that. We can do that. Toilet facilities at some sports venues are notoriously bad for women. I've been at somewhere women have gone into the men's rooms to use the toilets because the lines at the women's rooms were very long. Yeah, I mean, same. I do that as well these days. Like, I'm not going to stand here and give myself a UTI because I'm sensitive to that. Not only because I have endometriosis, but because I have a history of being scared to go to the toilet because of freaking panic disorder. So I had a lot of UTIs as a kid. And other reasons. So it's just not healthy, and it's stupid. It's stupid. People know this is a problem. But honestly, it's just a way to control women covertly. It's really silly. I am a potty mouth today. Maybe I should put a warning in there. I'm so sorry. I'm in pain. I'm trying to filter myself. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I do curse like sometimes, but I try not to. But now I'm really upset about everything. Loop, there. I mean, sure, but you're not able to use that only if you're wearing a skirt. And even if you are wearing a skirt, I can promise you, the moment a man spots you using that, you're done for. You're done for. Because the hardest lesson that I am learning at this very moment, but especially just this year, this entire year, is that. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to apologize for this. I don't mean to offend you, but if you are offended by what I'm going to say next, maybe you should think about that for a little bit. Because I have found that if a man thinks he can get away with something, and I mean anything, he will. He will do it. And it's better to accept that as a woman. Because I'd rather not find out it the hard way again. If a man thinks he can get away with shit, bad shit, he will do it. And if that triggers something in you, let's talk about that. Because that probably means that you have done something knowing that you shouldn't. And why do you think you can get away with it? And do you really think this is a world we want to live in? Is this a world you want your loved ones to live in? Your mother, your sister, your girlfriend. Well, that's another topic, I guess, but really, is that the world you want to live in? Well, Storm, I don't want to be too mean, because I'm just in pain, you know. So I'm not saying I'm exaggerating, but I may use words in sentences that are really not directed at the conversation, but more like at my own body, because it. Squatting beside the car on the roadside over the years too, not just you. Well, that's but there's yes, that yes, but there's no police car going to stop in that situation and do something about it. If you do the same at a place in a city where a man just minutes before peeing against a wall, you'll get a fine. People are gonna call you out, and if you do it in a corner where you're not visible and the wrong man comes by, you're done for. This is the hard truth. It's sick, but unfortunately, this is the world we live in, and if we don't start talking about it, we're not gonna fix it either. Because again, if a man thinks he can get away with it, he will do it. And I don't want to live in a world like that. So I'm going to have to employ a little bit more tough love. And I hate to do it, but alas, I would rather not other women end up the way I have ended up last month. But we're not going to talk about it about that today. Thank you so much for the follow. Steel deer arse? Is it? No, I'm probably making it something it isn't. Hey Winston, what are you doing? Go be a monkey. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I am going to shut up in 2 minutes though. Finally. And I'm going to try to read The Heart of the Sun Warrior. In that time, I will turn on this beautiful timer called Susan. And mute myself so you won't hear me. Because I'm probably gonna make noises when I'm focused because I'm in pain, and that's gonna be out of context. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna try hard not to cry. I really want to. Oh, and I want to say I'm gonna read this water bottle, but I don't have one anymore. This is a baby one. Actually, wisdom. I have a kind of funny story about that. I never understood what people meant when they said that, and I was shown pictures, but I was like, okay, interesting. Never seen that. I don't think I would mind because it's. I mean, the gymnastics that you have to perform as a woman sometimes when you go to a public toilet are truly. It should be studied. The way you can contort your body just to relieve yourself of urine is amazing when you need to. Uh, but I'd never seen one in the wild. And at some point, I was out with friends, and we were in France. I think we were on our way to a festival, um, and me and my friend go into the woman's toilet, and we open the door at the same time. And she goes, "See, they have it here." And I'm just looking at her like, "What do you mean?" Because I had the one toilet in the whole establishment that was normal, well, normal from my standards, and all the rest were the squatting toilets, and it was so funny. So no, I have never used one because I was like, yeah, no, it's true wisdom. It's gymnastics. You don't want to know the. I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, I'm also going to need something else to sit on because this is going to be too hard. Okay, I'm going to shut up. In case you don't know, I have endometriosis, which is, in short, it's a broken uterus, and my hot water bottle broke, so that's not okay. I'm gonna take more painkillers, and I'm gonna read this book. But I need to punch my belly a second, so I'll be right back. Good luck. I'll see you in half an hour. last moments. Oh boy. Okay, so I took my next dose of painkiller, so I should be a little bit better in not too long, hopefully. But I have to say, I wasted a lot of energy in the beginning of stream. My God, stupid uterus. Okay, we're taking a 10-minute break. I'm also a little bit distracted by it's Easter, so there's a lot going on outside, and it's very distracting. And the cats are having zoomies. I don't know. I think it's spring in the air. Minecraft, how are you doing? And I hope Kai is enjoying their shower. I kind of want to shower too. Wisdom, how is your writing going? Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't realize how much the heat was doing. So I'm also, if I'm being quite honest, I'm not really. It's not really like I had to read this part. I think I read it 4 times, and I still didn't. I'm still not sure what's happening. I think maybe that's why the cats are being so crazy though, because oh no, stupid thing. And they're being really silly, and I do have to laugh, but that also hurts. So I'm kind of almost crying, but not quite. Oh, that sounds like fun, Minecraft. That's also why it's so busy. Wait, actually, I understand. I understand why it's so busy outside. Toes, please behave. I cannot deal. I cannot deal with your craziness today. I'm just thinking, but no, I couldn't go to the next town to get another bottle. Did you know? Have I ever told you that the hot water bottles were seasonally available a while back in the town that I lived at that time, and that was right after my microwave had broken and I couldn't use the hit a pit. What is it called in English? A sack of uh, fruit stones that you can heat. What is that? What is that called in English? So I went out to look for a hot water bottle because I couldn't heat up that thing anymore. And every store told me that a hot water bottle, because it was like at the beginning of summer, every store told me, but that's seasonal. And without fail, I couldn't even come up with a different answer because it just flew out before I could like think. Because what do you mean that's seasonal? My uterus isn't seasonal either. I wish it was, but what do you think? Hot water bottles. Oh God, I am accidentally touching upon so many misogynistic topics today. um, let's blame my uterus, not Brad Mondo. I wanted to blame Brad Mondo going live because I was a bit distracted with the newest video. It was a lot more fun to look at that than think about the almost mutilation because of my broken hot water bottle. You don't? Wait, that's interesting, guy. They exist though, right? Kirschkernkissen. I only know Kirschkern. Why? Oh, why are there so many R's? Why? I cannot pronounce that. A wheat bag or a heat bag. A heat bag. I think heat bag. It's not. It's like cherry stones in there though. A microwave heat bag. You also have them in very cute plushy form. Do I risk it? Because I got very frustrated with the tiny one that I have, but maybe I'll just reheat it a little bit. Actually, in the power hour, because I'm gonna try. I thought about it, but whether I mean I feel a bit bad that you have to witness me being in pain. I'm trying my very best to not show it too much because I don't want you to get upset. But I need to get through today anyway, so I might as well just sit here and have you as company, and have someone to complain to when I want to, as opposed to just sitting on my lonely self on my couch with two cats that are going absolutely mad. I don't know what was wrong with Winston. Winston went underneath the carpet and then he started to yowl. So I don't know. That's new. The heat and wheat. No, those are. Wait, are those also a thing? Because I can't imagine. That's popcorn. That's not. It's not. Oh, I'm not. My brain is not doing well, is it? I'm so sorry. No, no, I have to wait anyway because it's too early. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see if I can get a microwave. Hopefully, I can get a microwave by tonight. If not, I'm gonna have a very bad night because I can't get my hands on a hot water bottle until tomorrow. You could use popcorn if you want, but you'd only end up eating your heat bag. I mean, I should try to vocalize what is going on in my brain because there's just also a lot going on in my brain, and I'm not vocalizing. I'm struggling with my voice a little bit because that's just what happens when I'm upset or overwhelmed. It gets hard for me to actually voice my thoughts. It's hard to explain. My brain thinks that I'm saying things out loud, and then I realize that I haven't moved my mouth. So surely you didn't hear me. I do have popcorn. But I think I'd rather eat it. I'm also considering eating a brownie off screen in a little bit. I wish I could do. I wish I could do mukbangs, but at the moment I could not. Maybe in the future, because I think it would be nice to, for example, um, have a stream where I bake something easy and that you could join me. We could do it together. Cooking, I don't think I want to do that, but baking, I might actually do that. I also because I'm gonna have to charge my phone, right? I stream from my phone. I'm gonna have to charge it, and I realized that. And also, why did no one tell me? I can just get a splitter so that I can charge and use the earbuds at the same time. I am not dependent on this one thing. There's solutions for this problem. Why did no one tell me that I'm being really silly? So I'm on that as well, so I can, just continue streaming and not dependent on some kind of battery. And I think and this is not in the near future, all right? But understand that I am desperate. I am desperately grasping for things that are beyond this moment in time, because as well as I am outwardly keeping up, on the inside I am so broken about the state of the world. So I am desperate for fun things. Fun things. What can I do when I feel better? so I can get my mind out of the trauma. Um, and I want to talk about that on Sunday as well. I'm working on the list and a description of all the other tools that I'm using, like keeping a diary, but how you keep a diary, physical movement, from going for a walk to just doing some stretches while you're still lying in bed, all that stuff. Because I hope that if I can compile it in some kind of cohesive, coherent, I don't know, format, maybe even make a whole video on it, even though I don't really want to put that on my Cherrypies Reads channel. That feels stupid. I am desperately trying to make the best of the pain of this moment. I'm not talking about my uterus. What is that? What can you see? That was so cute. Okay, sorry. Three little tiny little kids came running by, but they could barely walk. That was adorable. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to think of things in the future that I can latch onto and think about, and you know, my logical brain, the Capricorn in me, the OCD autistic person in me knows that is where I'm comfortable, or organizing and planning. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I thought maybe a baking stream at some point would be fun, especially when summer comes. I know that sounds stupid as well, because why would you bake in summer? Well, because I hate summer and I need chocolate. So we'll make something with chocolate when I need it. So it would be nice if you maybe think with me something easy for a stream like that. I have a tiny little secondhand, completely destroyed oven at the moment, so I am a little bit limited, but I think it would be fun to do that on a Sunday, right? To make the Sundays a little bit more interactive, and especially if I am no longer dependent on. Oh, I think that kid is so adorable, man. I'm really emotional. I'm gonna cry. Ah, I need to go. We're going into a power hour. I'm reading The Heart of the Sun Warrior by Su Lin Tan. I don't think I mentioned that before. I'm going to be reading this the entire week. I'm having a lot of trouble focusing. I'm in physical pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain, but I'm going to do my best, and that is all I ask of you too. Just try. And you know what? If I don't remember anything by tonight, I'm just going to read it again. There's no shame. There's no punishment if I don't do well. The thing is, we show up and we do our best. All right? And we cry when we see tiny little girl. She had funny ears. I gotta go. I'm gonna shut up. Let's just try. All right? Just give it a go. Try to focus. And if you lose your focus, have a stretch, take a sip of water, and try again. That's all. That's all. And if you just need to breathe and sit here, that's fine too. Let's just hang out together. Good luck. I'm fine. I promise. I'm truly, I am fine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. If I couldn't, I would go. But I want to be here. Thank you for being here. Let's get to it. And I'll see you in an hour. Last minute. Welcome back. I'm sorry, everything went wrong. The campfire on the TV had gone out. My candle had gone out. I have a candle burning at all times for Yu Ming Long. Still, um, Winston. I think Winston wants a nap. He's behaving like you're behaving like a toddler. I Today is a weird day. Gewoon ijs. I would like some ice cream actually. I don't have that. I have brownies. I'm gonna eat some brownies in a little bit, but I'm not good at eating on camera. But I want to work on that. I want to work on that in the future. Somewhere in the summer, we're gonna do some kind of baking stream. Um, because I also realize that I have never, and this is really bad. I've never kind of celebrated any milestone. Also because I just feel awkward about it. Like for 1K, 2K, I didn't really do anything. I barely acknowledged it because I truly feel so weird about so many followers. And I know it's really nothing compared to some people out there, but for me, it's insane. And also considering that I don't do raids and stuff, you can't raid my stream, and I don't do raids. It's just happened, you know. Uh, so I've always felt a little bit weird about it. And I agree, but it's really hard for me, and I'm in a weird moment in my life, and um, it's quite necessary for my survival to pull out all the tools to try and get through it because I'm just sad and disappointed in life and the world and humanity. It's not easy. It's not easy to keep your chin up, right? For regular books or cookbooks. Well, the, th- the thing is, eating in public is truly it's a problem I have, and I've always had that as a teen when I had to eat. Well, as a kid, because I also had to do the overblijven thing. I don't know what it is in English, but I had to, during lunch, everyone in middle school would go home, but I was one of those kids that didn't go home, even though my caregiver didn't actually have a job. But that's a whole other story. So I've always known that I have trouble eating when people watch me, and that's really annoying because that also means that say I want to go out for dinner, which never happens, but say I do, I physically have trouble eating. And I want to work on that. Not that I want to go outside more, but I want to be able to and have the option to. And I've been thinking, so for the Sundays, especially because I am just kind of forced to talk about very intense things, and it's gonna get well, not worse, but that's just the way it's gonna be, and also about things that people might consider political. Well, guess what? I read books. If there's something in the world that's political, it's freaking books. Just the act of reading is resistance. because you are activating your critical thinking, and you're promoting your free will. There's so many benefits for just any book. Any book that you read is an active form of resistance against um, societal the downside of society as it is right now, right? And especially with what's going on, I cannot stop talking about it. And once I have read a few of the books that are coming up, once I've gotten myself through the ones I'm reading now, I want to talk about those, and I want to do better at preparing the streams. And I was thinking about ways how to counter that, because I don't want to be I don't want this place to be just heavy. I want it to be a safe space for everyone, for you just as much as for me. But I want us to learn. That is my main goal in life, is to learn new things. And it's just a little bit unfortunate that we are currently living in a time where we're learning as a species very hard lessons. And I feel like it's a lot better. It's a lot better to deal with the grief and the heartbreak of coming to terms with what has been done and what hasn't been done and what now needs to be done. To do that together as a community. And maybe, share the weight of this mess. And if we all do a little bit, whatever that is, that adds up. It adds up. And I always want to be bubbly and happy, and I want to make you feel good. But yeah, there's too much going on in the world. Yeah, exactly. So, all of which to say that I will continue to, and probably start talking a lot more intense about so-called political subjects from all over the world, because I feel it's necessary, and I hope that um, talking about it will do something, and that looks really small probably, but just you listening is a lot. Trust me, right, Barky? And to balance it out, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe we should do some baking streams, like make cupcakes. Have some fun as well, right? And that would be on Sundays. Yes, yes, I'm almost done, honey. Winston, he has a certain face. I'm pretty sure he wants to just lie down and have a little nap, and that's okay. Me too. I need to lie down as well. So what do you think? I am not good at acknowledging milestones. Like I feel awkward. All right, I don't know. I don't like being in the spotlight, and I know that sounds really weird for someone who was streaming, but yeah, I mean, like maybe once a month, or every other week. I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, if no one is interested in it, then I would have thought of something else, because I do I do get the cooking stream quite a lot, actually, that people ask me to do that. I'm not sure why. I did that once. It didn't go amazing. It didn't go amazing. And I don't want to do that again. But I think I can do cupcakes or a cake, or maybe focaccia, a simple focaccia, a focaccia that doesn't take like a night to proof. I think that one takes like 3 hours. But we could just hang out on Sundays and have the Sunday a little bit more structured. That would also make me a little less anxious because the book club gave me a little bit of an anchor. I mean, I still talk about books, of course, but the the book club gave me a little bit of an anchor to what am I going to talk about during stream, and because I don't have the bandwidth to do that, and um, you know, I don't want to talk about that right now. So I wanted something else to fill in the gap of the book club, and give myself some grip. Thank you, Ice. I mean, it's not. We're not gonna do that like the first Sunday. I'm talking about like it's probably gonna take a month or two before I'm actually brave enough to do it. Hi, Symphony. I'm not sure what you're saying. Is your cat on your keyboard? Is that what's happening? If so, I agree with your cat. No, we can try, and if we plan it a little bit, because the thing is, I feel completely wholly out of control of my life. My emotions are all over the place. Um, I'm not sleeping very well, and I mean, I'm really dependent on my rituals and my routines at the moment. If I don't hold on, that's why I'm so adamant about showing up for stream, even when I'm upset and my water bottle almost kills me, and I'm not really I feel like I'm a bad host at the moment. But it's just the normalcy is vital at the moment to show my nervous system and my physical body that I am as safe as I can be. I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm not in immediate danger, and I do that by taking control of the things I can take control of. So what I'm trying to say is that if once we start doing a baking stream here or there, I think if I were to tell you what I'm planning on making and what ingredients you need, would you also want to like join with me? Have a Bob Ross, except make it cherry pies. I did not think of that before that. That just yeah. Brett and circuses and host an entire stream for a trapeze while knowing the bread you made the evening before. I could do that as well. That's quite easy. I could just make a bread. Oh, I love bread. Ooh, we could maybe make the steamed sweet steamed buns. Yeah, we could do that as well. My ultimate safe food. I have found a way to describe what the sweet steamed buns are. Normally, you're supposed to fill them with like veggies or a meat, some kind of stuffing. But I don't. I'm autistic, and I found out that I love the bread of the sweet steamed buns. And if you don't put in the stuffing, it's basically what you're eating is like, imagine a slice of white bread, and you take off the crust and you just eat the white. That is Babao buns. Yes, the bread. I have a recipe of just the bread, and it's an autistic dream to make those and to eat them when they come out of my. I don't have an actual. I'm salivating just thinking about it. I don't have a bamboo steamer. I do use a rather. It's probably blasphemy for someone who's actually Asian. So don't. Maybe I'll get an actual one. Actually, now I think about it, I don't want people to hate on me. I can't use that right now. Sweet steam streamed, sweet streamed steamed buns. Oh my god, wisdom. Yes, that will be the title. I'm actually salivating. I love them so much, and you don't understand. I have been living on those since the incident. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you wear a Bob Ross wig, then yes, wisdom. I don't do well with wigs. I'm not good at wearing wigs. Oh, I love Bob Ross. I do one day. One day we'll do a Bob Ross stream. But no, no one's gonna join me if I give you the recipe ahead of time. Like say this Sunday, you would we would talk about what are we gonna do, and then we'll decide on a recipe, and we'll make sure that the ingredients are pinned on Discord somewhere, and you could uh, join me in baking whatever we're making. And, we could try some things out. I would love that actually if someone would join me or more people, because I think it would be really funny to see the results. It's a pleasant surprise to come home and see that you went live on Twitch. Worked my ass off Thursday till today. Oh my god! Oh, Passpop! How? Wait, did you have fun? I was there once and I had a lot of fun. I loved it. I love that. I love Passpop. I completely forgot. I keep forgetting. It's Easter. It's Easter. That's amazing, Ice. You deserve a good soak in a bath if you have one, or otherwise a hot steamy shower. I'm gonna take a hot steamy shower because I have a feeling that I'm gonna have messed up muscles tonight because of today, and I'm probably gonna have a bad night as well. But we're not there yet. I mean, we're just looking ahead, right? This is another important thing for me right now. Is it's planning things in the future, plopping things down in my mental calendar for a few weeks away, a few months away, so I have something to just project my consciousness into, so I don't have to be here when I'm doing something that isn't enough to keep me in the moment. I am talking in riddles. I'm so sorry. We're backstage, and today we eat all the computers of the property. oh, yeah. It's been a while since I was at Passport, but like I think maybe 8 years or something. I think it's a lovely festival. But working on a festival, I've never tried. I don't think I would be able to. I think it takes a special kind of person to do that. Even though it's a lot of fun, it's a job, and it's you do encounter interesting people, and in my experience, people can be quite a hassle. I bet you find a lot of stuff on camping sites. Hi, Millie. Oh my gosh. Right. I think it's time to go. I'm so sorry, Millie. I think no. I think it's time to go. I'm gonna lie down with the cat. I'm in so much pain. My belly. My hot water bottle expired. In case you didn't know, hot water bottles expire. I really feel like they should put that on the label or something, because what the hell? I didn't know, and I almost burned myself. Um, Manuel, if you are still here, thank you so much for the follow, for one, and I hope you're okay. Please know that just existing is enough. All right, just going through the day is enough. That is all a species has to do. Humans are the only animals that have put a lot of pressure on our existence that is completely unnecessary, right? So please remember that you are just okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm in the steamed. That's not cooking. It's. I could do that as well, and I would love to share that recipe with you, actually. So I think that would be maybe a lovely first. I can't think. I'm so sorry. I need to go. My endometriosis is really bad, and I didn't know how dependent I was on my hot water bottle until I lost my hot water bottle. I have a tiny one, but it's not doing it for me. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. And just in case you didn't realize what I said to Manuel just now, it goes for everyone, okay? You're all important. I'm very grateful that you're here. So please, if all you can do is get through the day, that is enough, all right? So let's take a sip of water before we go, because we need to drink more water. With we, meaning me. Look at the schedule to see what it means when I say I'll be back tomorrow. I have a feeling I have to reread what I just read, but that's okay. Life is not a competition. As much as capitalism wants you to believe that it is not. Getting through the day is all you need to do. Okay. I love you. Look at the schedule. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Bye-bye.